Hi, boys and girls. So I've gotten some really great questions over the past week of online learning. So something I really wanted to share with you, let me share my screen, is if your child doesn't know how to read or you're not able to read it to them, N2Y actually reads it for you. So let's go through. I'm on n2y.com. I'm going to sign in, go to student, and I'm doing it on the computer. Only because I wanted you guys to be able to really see the screen. Sometimes when we do it on the iPad, I know there's glare or it just doesn't work as well. So I'm putting in my username and password and I'm hitting log in. And I say I want to go to ULS, the snowflake. Okay, so let's go down and we can look at these books. So we have a level book, read and comprehend, easy read book, read and comprehend. So this book, this one, and this one, these go together. So normally what we do is that we read through the level book and we ask questions and we make it fun. And then we go and do the read and comprehend. So let's look at the leveled book. So if you're busy or if you speak Spanish, you don't have anyone that can read it for them, the best thing to do, let me move me up, is that the kids can do this by themselves. So I'm going to turn my volume up and watch.
Clarence works for money.
So you don't actually even have to read it to them. They can do this by them, have them do that themselves. So if we go through and then I'm just going to zoom out. And again, you can do that on the iPad if you need to.
Toy truck.
There you go.
Chores.
Now, some books look a little bit different. We personally leveled all of the books on what we thought was appropriate and what we use in our classroom. So some books are the AA, which only have like a word or a very short phrase. Some of them are higher that have full sentences, and it's all just based on the level of each student, and we set that up in the program.
Wash car.
So the students can go through this and have N2Y
Put away food.
read it for them. So then if we go to the very end of each story, okay, so now we're at the end and we can skip through that. That's just a core board just showing words like vocabulary words. You can always preview that before reading. You don't have to. That's what it's there for. So this is just saying what's the title of the book. This is not mandatory. A lot of us don't always do this in class because then we go and we focus on comprehension. But if you do want to do this, all you have to do is click on these areas and you can just type it in. And you can check if it's a story, check if it's informal. Are there characters? Yes. Is there a setting? No. I mean, there is, but that's just kind of how this page works. Again, it's not mandatory if
There's
you want
to.
Oh, good. So this is nice.
I am done.
So I'm going to say I'm done just because I want to show you the next page. This is basically the same thing. No, it's not. I'm just kidding. So this is where you could go into more information where they can type out information. Again, if this is not at your student's level, that's okay. This is not mandatory. It's just something at the end. I just wanted to bring that up. And then I just want to go into the read and comprehend. So here, this is just asking comprehension questions. So again, this can.
What does Clarence need?
Now,
toys.
The only issue with this is that I think they do need help reading the comprehension questions.
Toys.
Let's see. So they do need help reading the comprehension answers, but the comprehension questions are read for them. And then as you saw, like let's read it.
What can Clarence do to get money?
So if they answer and they say run, it makes that noise saying that they got it incorrect. So a good thing to do is instead of keeping going, you can ask them to try again.
Chores.
And then they got it correct. Okay, so
There's more to do.
I'm going to say I'm done. Okay, so then these, what chores does Clarence do?
What chores does Clarence do?
So all that they have to do is, let's see, take out the trash.
takes out trash.
Good, it says I got it right. Good, so they're just gonna move over the ones of what chores Clarence did. Let's look at the next page. Okay, so let's read up here.
Who is in the story?
So then you're gonna click on that. So basically the best thing to do with News to You and kind of how we all learned is just to click around on the page just to see what pops up. So if we say,
Mrs. B.
it will tell us I got it wrong. So let's look down here.
School.
So again, I recommend if they get it wrong
School.
to click on it again and pick the correct one.
House.
Or have them help them until they get the correct one. Okay, and then that
There's
continues.
I am done.
And then there's this page. We don't always do this page at the end. It's up to you. Again, there's typing involved. So if your students are not capable of typing yet, or this just seems like it's a little bit hard for them, that's okay to skip. So now so again, you can do that with the Easy Read book again. You have more of the read and comprehend here too. So as you're going down, here's all the stories. Here's some of like vocabulary words, and here's some spelling lists. So with the spelling, even on the iPad, here are the words. Even on the iPad, they can't do this tracing page.
A-L-S-O.
But it's still good to go through so that they can learn how to spell the word and then
G-E-T, get.
And then what it is. But then over here is where they can start typing it in. So this might be hard because I don't have access to the page before, but a good thing to do is on this page.
There's more to do. Keep work. I am done.
On this page is to write it down on a piece of paper. So take a piece of paper and kind of like the tracing videos I've uploaded, you can write it and then they can trace it. And then that way when they go onto the other page, they can have a model to look at. And then this just continues
I am done.
To where this can say,
I want to, a job.
So then they're gonna click on the middle and they're gonna say, I want to win a job, I want to if a job, or I want to get a job. So then we click on it.
Get.
And it does that for them. So
I am done.
That is the high frequency spelling. Letters and sounds are good too. They have some awesome worksheets in here. It's always good to just practice the letters with them. So on this page,
O, 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 B, B.
You can have the students click and then just copy the words or copy the sounds and letters. And then
open, ocean.
These are just some words with the beginning of the letters for this unit. Sorry, there's quite a bit. So if there's stuff that you don't really understand,
Rat.
Like this, you can just keep going until you find a page. So then if you go towards the end.
O, O. Overalls.
Then you click down here. Now they need to pick what word starts with an O. So that is that one. Let's keep going. If you ever have any questions about any of these specific ones, reach out. We're more than happy to do this. So let's look at writing time. These might be a little bit hard depending on the student. Normally our 3-5 students start working on this, but again, this is a harder and it's very guided by us. So topic, earning and spending money. So you would put in here, they could type their name. What do you want to buy? I want to buy clothes. Where can you buy what you want? The store. What can you do to earn money? I can work. And how much money will you earn? I'll say $20. So then if I go to the next page, it just takes all that information and now it makes it into complete sentences. I want to buy clothes. First, I will work, then I will earn $20. Last, I will buy clothes at the store. So on the previous page, we brainstormed. On this page, we're making them into complete sentences. And then on this page, they're just giving you a reminder, do you have a capital letter? And then, oh, and then you can go through and see if you want to change anything, and that is it. Okay, and let's just look through. So that's all the reading and writing. If you go actually to the very bottom, there is a journal, which I did a whole YouTube page on, a YouTube video on. They do have some good direction following, like how to make cherry limeade. So if you go through, if you guys want to go to the grocery store, when you go buy these items, there's a recipe for you. And that's all for the reading and writing. And again, the best thing really to do with this is just to go through and click on it, and then just click through and see what you feel like they can do, see what they're interested in. And something else great to do is that every time they finish a lesson, you can give them a star or a smiley face or a sticker. And then when they earn so many, they can get something. So they can get McDonald's, or they can play with a toy, or you can say, okay, you have so many lessons to get through. Let's say you do 3. You have to read this book, answer the comprehension questions, and then let's say do some number sense, number recognition and counting. And then after you're done with those 3 lessons, or honestly, this one's very, very long, so many worksheets through this, you can then get iPad time. Or you can now go and play with your toys. So just set it up for that they have something to earn when they are done. Okay. Well, please remember, if you ever have any questions or anything like that, please reach out. We're always here for you. Bye.